Hi all. So I wanted a couple of place boards to do some training on, and to be honest, when I looked online they were a little pricey for what they are, so I decided to make some, and I'm going to show you how I made them. Everything I got here was from a local do-it-yourself store, so nothing fancy, just using some plywood. I've actually got a sheet of this and I've cut it down because I want the boards 2 foot by 2 foot, and then I've rounded out the ends just so there's no sharp corners. This is PVC fittings. I think these are for use on a toilet, but basically I decided that I'm going to make these adjustable in height, so I'm going to fit these to the board. Then these couplers fit onto the fitting, so that gives you an extra inch or so, maybe 2 inches in height. And then I'm going to cut this tube down to 6-inch segments, so that would give you another 6 inches if you wanted. So if you're in long grass or something, or you wanted a higher board, it's adjustable. But also it could be, what's that, a couple of inches high if you wanted it. I'm going to use wing nuts because I want to be able to take these fittings on and off as I need them, if I want to change them out or something for a different fitting. So I'm actually going to fit some with these carriage bolts, so that the profile is low, but you could use normal bolts. There's no problem with that if you wanted to keep it in there permanently. I just decided the carriage bolt way and wing nuts, a little more expensive, but it gives me the flexibility if I need to change these out or take them off. And then the covering is this outdoor green carpeting. I got this as a remnant out of the local do-it-yourself store, so nice and cheap, and I'll just glue that onto the top. Alright, so I'm going to make these up, and then obviously I can show you how I decided to do it. So you can see when I cut the curves, I actually used this fitting as a template, so that these fittings then are going to fit smooth against the edge, but it was a nice size just to put the curve in, so again there's no sharp angles. Then all I'm going to do is decide where I'm going to fit the bolts to, mark it, and then drill holes so that the carriage bolts can fit through. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to use these slide-on slots, so then I can put them on the bolt, twist, lock it into here, and then wing nut it down. And if I need to, I might put a large washer on top there just to hold it into place. So I drilled the holes through the board, and I've made the holes big enough to take the actual threaded part, but just smaller than the square that's at the end of the carriage bolt. And I'm no chippy, so I don't know if that has an official name or anything. Anyway, so when I put it into the hole, you can see that it doesn't quite fit, but then I tap it in with a hammer and it actually fits snugly into that hole now, so that'll hold it in place. Plus, when I fix the artificial grass on top, I'm going to cover this in a glue, and that's going to hold it in place as well. So you can see they're all now actually fitted into place, and I've tapped them all down so they fit snugly into the board. And another reason I picked these is the low profile, so when I cover it in the artificial grass, it's not going to rip up or stick through the actual grass through wear or anything. So I put the PVC stands into place. I'm just holding them for now on the wing nuts, because I'm going to put the carpet on. I'm going to glue that into place, and then when I actually use this, I'm going to get washers that fit the size of this carriage bolt, and then the washer will go on top here and the wing nut on top. That's going to make it a lot more easier to use and secure. So I have some indoor-outdoor carpet adhesive. This is pretty ugly stuff if you get it on your hands, that's why I'm wearing gloves. I'm going to cover this board in it, and then I'm going to glue the carpet, put some weight on it overnight and leave it to actually cure. And then tomorrow I can obviously trim the carpet up to make it fit smooth on the sides. I fixed the carpet on with outdoor-indoor carpet adhesive. It's super strong. So I'll leave this for 24 hours and let it set. And here's the one I made yesterday, obviously with the carpet already set on top. So you can see I've used washers to secure the platform legs, and that's a lot better than just the wing nut. So obviously I'd recommend you actually use washers to hold it into place, but it's very solid being held like this. So here's the finished board. As you can see, it's just on the PVC legs at the moment. And here it is with the couplers fitted. So it sits a little higher. And here with the 6-inch extensions. And it's solid. So there you go. Cost me about $60 because I made 2 of them. As I said, you could have gone a bit cheaper if you didn't use wing nuts, and you could actually use some old carpet or something on top here. I obviously purchased this remnant, but overall about $60 for the 2 or under. Thanks for watching.